Hi everybody, I'm Chelsea. I'm presenting the prime and composite lesson plan. I'm going to be talking about the exploration part of it. So before that, I always like to do just a quick warm-up question for the students to get started, and they already have their Chromebooks and there's a Nearpod going on. So the teacher will go through the vocabulary words in the Nearpod, which is an interactive PowerPoint, and the students can mix and match the words and then find the matching words. There's little games that you can play on Nearpod. It's awesome. And all that data comes to you in live time, so you can kind of see where kids are with the definitions. Once they finish that, you can collect the percentage or how many of them got right, how many of them got wrong, and then go over those vocabulary words again. And then you continue with the Nearpod, but now it's just asking simple questions like, is 23 a prime or composite number? And the students there's a little box where they can fill it in and send it to you, and they'll just show their work. So, for example, 23, 1 times 23 equals 23, 2 times what equals 23? Nothing. 3 times what equals 23? Nothing. So, is 23 a prime or composite number? And this is all done by themselves. And again, they'll just send that information to you live time on the Nearpod, and then you can collect that data. Then the next one will be the number 50. And the students, instead of showing their work on the Nearpod, they'll just submit if they think it's prime or composite. Then they'll have these little counters, and the students will put in arrays of all the different factors for 50. So different groupings. So 2 times what, 5 times what, 10 times what, and so on and so forth. And then we'll talk about it, so this is a composite number. If it was 51, would it be prime or composite? Why? Just give some different reasoning. And then once the students have completed that, there's an activity sheet that will be handed out, and this will be done in groups. So the activity sheet is used with the counters, and then they'll write prime or composite. Then they'll write down the prime numbers for that number and the composite numbers. So if the number is 9, they'll write down they'll do the counters. So it's 3 and 3, or 9 times 1. 1, 3 are the prime numbers, and the composite number is 9. And they'll do that with the 5 numbers that are on the activity sheet. Once the students have finished, the teacher will then have like an exit slip for the students to do, and this is done individually, and it's the number 100, and they have to factor it out using a factor tree, and that's what they learned in the previous day in the lesson. So the students will factor out 100, and then once they're finished, they'll have to circle the prime numbers and square the composite numbers, turn that in, explain why these are prime, why these are composite, and that would give you a really good view on who's understanding prime, composite, and factoring, and even multiplication facts and division and everything else. So that's it.